ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the Weather Xtreme video for Monday afternoon, the 22nd day of September. James Spann here, and things are nice and quiet. Little tropical action to talk about. Let's get right to it. We'll begin with the Skycam shots around the great state of Alabama. First off, a look at Mount Cheaha. I will be up there Saturday for the annual Cheaha Chili Cook-Off. Say that 5 times in a row. Always kind of a good way to start the fall season. A good-looking sky there, mostly sunny weather in East Alabama. Over on the western side of the state, pretty much the same story from Tuscaloosa. We're looking north from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. And from Walker County, a look at the sky from downtown Jasper. Bright sunshine there. Dry air means a sunny day today. The primary westerlies are way up north. Got a pretty good-looking trough over the northwest U.S. and a trough over the northeast. And we've got this stalled zone just off the South Atlantic coast, and we'll be watching that for some active weather at midweek for the Middle Atlantic coast region. Temperatures this afternoon, not too bad. Low 80s around here, 70s around the Great Lakes. Up in New England, readings only in the 50s. And also 50s back in the northwest. Nice and cool on this first official day of fall, the day of the autumnal equinox. Rain for the next 5 days, if this is right, not a drop statewide. This is valid through Saturday morning at 7 o'clock, and I think that is correct. Big rains on the coast of the Carolinas there and Virginia with disturbed weather that we'll show you on the GFS in just a moment. Here's a look at the tropical weather scene. You can see our tropical system just to the southeast or southwest of Bermuda that could become a tropical depression today, maybe a tropical storm in coming days. It's got to go north. It can't go west, and the models differ on the ultimate destination. We note that the GFDL takes it right up toward Long Island. How about that for a big story? That's suggesting probably a Category 2 hurricane, if that's right, based on those numbers. And that would be late this week, and boy, wouldn't that be something. But one way or the other will not be an impact for the Gulf of Mexico. Well, look at the GFS. This is at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. 1 o'clock Tuesday. This is at about 18 to 20,000 feet. The pressure level is 500 millibars. Nice short wave over the northern states, but around here, not much happening. You can see a dry day. And there comes our tropical system, which, by the way, will be called Kyle if it becomes a tropical storm. Wednesday, Kyle begins to move, and again, we note that broad low that's on the middle Atlantic coast that's going to be forced back inland because of that blocking high that's on the main coast. Wednesday, all of that moves into the middle Atlantic coast region. Baltimore, Washington, Norfolk, and it's going to be pretty wet and windy if that's right. Not from Kyle, that's the one coming up from the south. And again, we stay dry on Thursday. Friday, we note an upper-level low kind of forms over the Carolinas, and that seems to be backing up in retrogression coming back our way, but really there's not much moisture with that. This would hint at maybe a little light rain over North Georgia Friday, maybe the far northeastern tip of Alabama, but I don't think it's enough to warrant the mention there. And, of course, what is Kyle is coming up toward New England, and then Saturday, it's in. The GFS wants to bring it up there toward Providence or Boston or Cape Cod. And that could be a pretty wild, windy, and wet weekend up there in New England if this is right. But again, notice around here, nothing. Saturday looks dry. Sunday looks dry as a bone. Monday of next week, look at the cold air over Canada beginning to drop south with that front. And we'll go to Tuesday of next week, week from tomorrow. Look at the trough developing over the east. How about that? And down below that, here comes some really cool air, the coolest air so far this season. The next day, the 1st of October, big old deep cutoff upper low develops over eastern Tennessee and western North Carolina. You wonder if we'll see some snowflakes from that thing up in the Great Smokies. But if that's right, that would bring the coolest air so far this season in about 1 week. And then 7 days later, the 8th of October, got a trough over the nation's midsection there with a good-looking front. Look at the 540 line diving down into Wyoming and Nebraska and the Dakotas. Oh, that's a sign of the times as we get deeper and deeper into the fall weather season. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes on our blog, alabamawx.com. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.